Hey, welcome back to my channel, Duct Tape Mechanic, and to another episode of my series, Free on Facebook, which is a series of videos which I find things for free, mostly off of Facebook Marketplace, and I show you how to repair them, repurpose them, or reuse them in another manner. In this video, I'm going to show you how to fix a Maytag Bravos XL washing machine that's not filling with water. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you subscribe to my channel for more DIY and tinkering videos. So here's the washing machine in question. It's a Maytag Bravos XL washing machine. They make a couple of different model numbers of this puppy. This is the particular model number I'm working on, but they're pretty much all the same. And the main reason why these stop filling with water is due to bad inlet valves. Now, the inlet valve can fail due to a variety of different reasons, both mechanical and electrical, and I'm going to try to cover those in this video. So the first thing you do need to do is make sure you actually have water coming in to the supply lines. And after you've made sure you've had that, go ahead and turn the water off and disconnect it from the machine. And I've kind of done that here already. All right. So after that, we're going to come to the back of our machine and we're going to check the inlet ports to the valves. So this is the cold water and this is the hot water. And they have this filter right here that can often get clogged. Unfortunately, on this particular model, there's no way to pull this filter out and just replace the filter. But you can try to clean it off with a toothbrush or something. If you notice it has got a lot of debris, because that can definitely stop the washing machine from filling with water. But if it doesn't have a lot of debris and it looks good, that doesn't necessarily mean that your inlet valves are good. This just means they're not clogged. So I'm going to show you how to electrically test those as well to make sure that they're reading the way they should. So to do that, we're going to have to actually unplug the machine here first. And we'll do that there. So we've unplugged the machine. To test it for, to test the inlet valves for any sort of electrical issue. We're also going to have to undo these 5 screws. So 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one is right here. And when you undo that, it's going to take this cover off as well. That's just to protect the pressure hose. Alright, so after those screws have been removed, I'm going to get the top from right here, pull it towards myself, and then push it up and try to lean it back against the wall. So it should look something like this. I pulled it to myself and kind of pull it up as well, like that, and then kind of lean it back. So you can tell this is one dirty machine. Alright. Alright, so then we're going to get a flat blade screwdriver and we're going to push on these clips right here. There's one clip right there and there's another one on this side. It's a little bit hidden by this, the lid rod right here, but it's right there. So I'm just going to go zoom in a little bit, maybe show it to you a little bit better than that. And like so. And I'm just going to push this one in. Like so. I'm just going to push like that. We'll do that for the other side. A little bit more difficult to see with the mechanism to the lid in the way, but you also can stick your screwdriver in there and just push that out like so. Alright, then we can just push this back, pull this back down. You don't have to click it into place or anything like that yet. And we should be able to kind of push this up towards the front here, and it should kind of come up like so. Now we have access to the valves. Before actually busting out your multimeter, one thing you can do is just do a visual inspection of this portion of the valve, which is called a solenoid, and oftentimes these have a visible crack going through them, and that means that the solenoid is bad and can no longer conduct electricity through it, which then means it can't open or close when it's supposed to. So that's a quick and dirty way to check, is just to see if there's any sort of cracks. Obviously there could be a crack underneath where we can't see, but oftentimes you can see them just from the top. Alright, so to actually test these valves, what we're going to have to do is we're going to get our multimeter here and put it into resistance mode. This one's got kind of an auto resistance feature right there. And then we're going to have to undo the connector that comes from the main control board to the solenoids. And to do that, just kind of work with a screwdriver and just work your way until it comes off. And you have to do that for all 4 of these solenoids, but for now I'm just going to do it at one. This happens to be the cold water valve. That's significant. I can tell that because it's the blue wire right there. But anyways, then we're going to get our probes and put them onto the tabs of the solenoid. The orientation of the probes doesn't matter, so the red could be on the other side and it's okay. And we got 1 kilo ohm of resistance, so that's about normal. So we would expect anywhere between 1 plus or minus 10% would be okay. So if you did this and you got an OL, or if you got a really low or a really high resistance, that means you do need to change the water valves. If you got an OL, that pretty much means there's a break in the solenoid, often seen by the crack as well. But that would just mean that you would have to replace the valves, and you'd have to do that for all 4. In this case, at least the cold water valve is good. So the next step would be to test them all, but I'm also going to show you how to quickly swap this out if you need to do that. And in order to do that, you have to undo all of these connectors. So if you're kind of new to this, or the first time with this model, just go ahead and take a picture. You'll see it's orange, blue, red, purple. But then we're going to undo those. We're going to undo a couple screws, and this whole thing should just come right up. After that, we're just going to undo these 2 screws, 1 and 2. Alright, so after we've undone those 2 screws, we will have to unplug the temperature sensor. There we go. And that's how you remove the valves. This machine has another problem altogether, but this is a common issue on this machine, so I just thought I would walk you through a hypothetical on this, as the water valves, especially the crack in them, is a common failure point. So the valve has been removed, and so you can just order a new valve, and I'll try to post the part on a link that should appear on the bottom of pop up on the bottom of the video, so you know exactly what to order. To put this back together is pretty much everything in reverse. The valve's in, so we'll put the temperature in, put temperature sensor in, I should say, put the 2 screws in, make the connections, then put the top back on. Alright, so that's it. That's the main reason why your Maytag Bravos XL washing machine is not filling up with water. That's basically, it's got bad water valves. So if you find this video to be helpful, make sure you hit the thumbs up sign.